What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back for another video. And this week, it's the Battle of Ohio as the Cincinnati Bungals come to Cleveland to face off against my Cleveland Browns. Now, you guys probably know the feelings I have for the Bungals. I freaking hate them. I hate their city, and I hate their fans. Absolutely hate everything about Cincinnati. Everything. And I hope that this Sunday, the Browns go out there and take care of business and get their first win of the year while sending the Bungals to the AFC North basement where they rightfully belong. Now, today we got some good news as Myles Garrett officially returned to practice, and he's looking like he's feeling a lot better after suffering a high ankle sprain before week one against the Steelers. He legit injured it during practice when someone fell on his ankle and pretty much screwed us over with our pass rush, which without Myles Garrett, we legit have no pass rush. And here's the funny thing about it. Greg Williams is a blitz-happy defensive coordinator. I believe we lead the league in blitz percentage, but we are last in pressure percentage, which means we blitz a lot, but we get no pressure. Now, the good thing about this week's matchup is the Bengals offensive line has allowed 11 sacks. And I feel like that number will rise with Myles Garrett playing, because Myles Garrett will destroy the Bengals offensive line himself. And then you factor in Emmanuel Ogbah, Nate Orchard, Carl Nassib, Christian Kirksey, James Burgess, who's playing for Jamie Collins, who's on the concussion protocol, Joe Schobert. Maybe we even see some Jabril Peppers blitzing. You know, I know Greg has been sending the corners on blitzes as well. He's literally blitzing everybody but the kitchen sink at times. And I'm pretty sure he would even send the kitchen sink on a blitz if he could. But this Bengals offensive line is straight garbage. So I feel like Greg Williams will be able to exploit that and just bring the heat all game long. Andy Dalton better have his running shoes on because he's going to be doing a lot of running on Sunday. And the bad part about that is you're not going to outrun Myles Garrett. No, it's just not going to happen. And if you think you're going to run on this defensive line, we've been doing pretty good against the run so far. I mean, every now and then we'll let a large run go past us, but for the most part, we've been able to keep the running game from the opponent kind of down. You know, we've been able to limit the run pretty much. That's what I'm trying to say. Now, in terms of the passing game, our pass rush should also take away that as well. Because if Myles Garrett is getting to the quarterback within 2 seconds, literally you're not going to have any time to make a throw because you're going to have number 95 breathing down your neck all game long, especially with the offensive line that the Bengals have. Now let's just hope Jamar Taylor, Jason McCourty, Brian Body Calhoun, and even Mike Jordan can cover their guy for more than 2 seconds. Because there may be a time when Myles may not be out there and Andy may have some time to throw. And I'm very confident in our corners and safeties. Of course, we're going to see Jabril Peppers lining up 30 yards off the line of scrimmage because that's what Greg does. He does that to limit the deep ball. But even sometimes that kind of goes bad, as we saw last week when T.Y. Hilton torched the secondary. But that's T.Y. Hilton. You know, he's just a totally different breed of receiver compared to A.J. Green. And I feel like Jamar will be able to handle A.J. Green as compared to the smaller and faster T.Y. Hilton. So hopefully our secondary can keep those receivers under locks. Of course, I don't think Tyler Eifert will be playing this week, which is very good news for us because he always killed us when he played against us. But I don't know who their tight ends are going to be. Not really nearly as scared of their tight ends now without Eifert than I was when they had Eifert. But still, we still got to get after Andy Dalton, and let's just keep racking up sacks, you know. Then on the other side of the ball, I hope our offensive line is ready because they're going to have a challenge. That Bengals D line is legit, but I feel like our offensive line will be up to the task. Of course, we brought in Kevin Zeitler in the offseason as well as J.C. Treader, and through the first 3 games, those 2 guys have been outstanding, especially Treader, because last year we had to deal with Cameron Irving's scrub ass getting put on his butt every few plays. It's good to see a center who doesn't get put on his tuchus every few times, It's so nice. And then, of course, you got the GOAT, Joe Thomas at left tackle, Joe Abertoni at left guard, and Sean Coleman, who's looked pretty good at right tackle as well. So our offensive line isn't too bad. It's way better than last year, I'll tell you that much. Now, let's just hope we can get this running game going. Feed the crow, because he's really one of the weapons we have not been able to use, because we're always behind. So how about this, Hugh Jackson? How about you guys try to score on your opening drive? Maybe take a lead for once. And then you can use the running game to just eat clock. How about that? Duke Johnson's been a very, very good weapon for the offense. I mean, he's just so versatile. And honestly, I think he has the best hands of our receiving corps, which is pretty sad, but true. Because last week, our receivers couldn't catch a ball if you placed it in their hands. Like, I swear they dipped their hands in butter before the game, and they forgot to wash it off. I don't know. But I'm very impressed with what Duke has done, and I'm super impressed with what our tight ends have done to this point, especially David Njoku, who didn't have a good training camp, but he did have a decent preseason. So it's nice seeing the Chief going out there and scoring touchdowns and this nice little touchdown celebration, a.k.a. the Chief Spike. But the key to this game will always be DeShone Kizer, because last week he looked good. The problem was the receivers just could not catch. Let's hope they remedy that this week and those guys can actually catch, because Kizer threw some dimes, but the receivers couldn't catch them. Yeah, that always pissed me off. See Kizer throw a perfect pass, and the receiver just could not catch it. Like, really? Really? You're paid to catch passes, and you can't even do that. And what really made me laugh, though, is Kenny Britt. He drops the easy passes, but he caught a pretty hard pass to catch with one hand, falling out of the end zone. Really? Really? That's how you're going to do it, Kenny. I see how you're going to be. All right. Well, let's just hope the other receivers can catch the ball, because we're going to need those guys to catch the football this week, especially against a pretty good secondary with the Bengals. But I really feel like we can get a win this week and push the Bengals to last place in the AFC North, which would be hilarious, especially with all the crap that a certain Bungle fan has been talking. I mean, during the offseason, that dude legit said the Bengals were going 15-1 this year. Really? 15-1? How's that working out for you? No, you're 0-3, and you're most likely going to be 0-4 if you keep playing like you have been. I mean, it took you guys 3 whole weeks to find the end zone. Really? 3 whole weeks to find the end zone. Really, guys? Trash. But yeah, my prediction for this game, I'm going to say Browns get the win. 24-14, and improve to 1-3 on the year. So that's going to do it for this video. Hope you guys liked it. I'm Crazy Dog 99. Screw the Bungles. Bungles. Bungles, Bungles. Bungles. Bungles, Bungles. and I'm out.